Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, where we're currently playing the first game, Crash Bandicoot, from 1996. Originally designed by Naughty Dog, however remastered by Activision on the modern consoles back in 2017, including the Nintendo Switch, my console of choice in this case. Last time we actually got introduced to the story, learned how Crash Bandicoot ever got into existence, and also learned that the same guy who's responsible for him actually getting into existence is our main villain, called Doctor Neo Cortex. And we are on our way back to him in order to stop him, because we actually got kicked out of his laboratory and landed on the first island below him. It's going to be a long walk in order to get back to him, with a lot of platforming challenges. This game, definitely one of the more tricky platformers from the time. Even this game starts off easy, but I can already promise you, this actually becomes insanely difficult at some point. The second stage we were already forced to skip out on 100%. Every single stage is going to give us a gem the moment we complete it 100%. But in the second stage that was already impossible. A platform that we need in order to get to a higher area halfway through was not active yet because of us not having the required colored gem. And that is something we'll be meeting up with much later. And therefore we are continuing on with stage number 3, which is called the Great Gate. And hopefully we are able to actually complete that one fully. Spinning a log platform lets you jump on it. Remember that one, we're going to be needing that one in this stage. Alright, this is actually the first 2D platforming stage that we find in the game, not including the bonus rounds that we did in stage 2. Let's get our 2D platforming skills out. Oh, the game actually gives us a hint. We can hold the jump button in order to bounce up higher on these trampoline boxes. As you can see, if we don't hold the B button, we jump lower. Good little hint to use. Okay, here's my second Aku Aku. I got hit in the previous stage, so I lost one of them. Turtle enemies can be quite interesting. You can spin into them to kill them immediately. However, you can also jump on them and that will turn them around. And turning them around will actually turn them into a trampoline. If we bounce on the soft side of their shell, we can use them as a bouncing mechanic. Remember that for later. We'll be using that quite extensively later on. Not per se yet in this stage. And this is the part of the game where things are still easy. We find another Tawna symbol in this stage at least, so we can count on another bonus round later on. Oh. Apparently he was able to bite me before he died. Well, at least there's a 1-up for me. 14 1-ups already. And here's the part that the hint actually talked about. The spinning logs. As you can see, we're not able to jump on these things, but we can spin them. And they will actually get turned horizontally. That is our way to actually get past those. Let's go try to get all of the Wampa fruit here. I'm once again going to be paranoid for collecting every single thing. Including every single bit of Wampa fruit if I can. You should know me by now whenever I play games. Okay, this should have been invincibility, but I got hit in the process, so it's only going to be Aku Aku number 2. And I thought... Oh, yeah, that still goes. I wondered why it took so long for that thing. Tawna symbol number 2. Oh, who the hell are you? Local people. He's not a big fan of Bandicoots, I think, with his shield. Let's just get rid of him. You can stun him by jumping on top of him, and then you can actually spin him out of existence. Be careful here. Mushy platforms are a bit slidey, as you can see. You even walk a lot slower the moment you go upward. Stupid monkey, go away. Oh, stupid human, go away. Careful for the flames over here. This is a bouncy platform, but every once in a while a flame will ignite in it. And that will of course hurt you the moment you're on it. Right, before continuing, it looks like it's time for bonus round. $11 crates. Oh, for this one we need to be careful. Striped crates, and then get out of the way quick enough before we get blown up. Activate the final couple of platforms with this. Bounce, bounce, bounce. find it to... Yeah, on the platform. Hi, Tawna. Bye, Tawna. 11 crates and 3 1-ups. Let's continue. Oh! I get a little bit too impatient sometimes. And look what we have here. Another lined out platform. Requiring another colored gem that we do not have. And therefore saying, this is where it ends. Great. But you have missed 8 boxes. Once again, something we couldn't actually help, but still. We are going to continue to stage 4 without completing stage 3 fully. We continue on in another new type of stage. Boulders. This is going to be the first chase level. Something we'll be finding more in this game. Luckily, because this is actually pretty fun to do, so... Always a very awesome thing to actually add in a platformer game, if I do need to be honest. I always really love chase stages. And especially this one, because this one is going to have a unique perspective that you don't really see a whole lot in platforming. Especially 2.5D platformers like Crash Bandicoot. We are going to be chased by a boulder. That is going to be obvious in this stage, I think, if you look at the name. However, we're going to do it in a special way. But anyway, after the stage starts and the arrow of Wumpa Fruit actually already points us out, this is going to be a stage where we actually go towards the camera, perspective-wise. And therefore, running away from this boulder that we see up there is going to be quite interesting, because we cannot really see where we are going. We need to really react in a good way in this stage. Because every single pit, every single obstacle that is going to appear, we will not be able to see until we are almost directly in front of it. So reaction time is going to be very vital here. Well, that is basically how this stage works. Very fun to do, like I said. Can definitely appreciate this stage. And the stages later on that are actually also this concept. And remember, make sure to get off the crates the moment the boulder runs over the crates, because of you missing them, it won't count. You have to destroy them. Otherwise it's going to be too easy. You're only going to get one chance. Because of the boulder, we are not able to return the moment we miss a crate. You need to do it perfectly in one go. Keep an eye out for everything that you find in this stage while being chased. Like over here. Make sure to aim properly at these platforms. It's easy to jump besides them. And the moment you're done and got all of the crates, a clear gem is going to be waiting for you. And of course also the end of the stage. A very nice little introduction to the boulder levels. The first and easiest one, of course. Second stage that we're completing 100%. Completion rate already at 10%. This is going by quite quickly. But of course, this is still the easy part of the game. It's not going to stay this easy for forever, of course. Next new type of stage is going to be the stream stages. First one being Upstream. And this is going to be the first top-down stage that we're playing. Okay, here we are. Top-down view. Yeah, that's the beauty of Crash Bandicoot. It actually plays around with a lot of perspectives, platforming-wise. Making it a very versatile game. In this stage we need to make sure we don't fall into the river, because obviously we cannot swim. Falling into the river immediately means death. We need to use these leaves in order to cross here. Be careful for the lily pads though, those will actually sink into the water at some point. You cannot actually stand on them indefinitely. So make sure you're off them in time. Allow me to actually show you. It's a little bit difficult to see if you continue on. No. I did plan on actually jumping off in time, but it actually sank into the water a bit quicker than I hoped, so... Well, at least my point is clear. They indeed drop into the water at some point. You're not able to stand on them for forever. Not per se the way I wanted to show it off, but for the explanation it was functional to actually die there. I've I've got plenty of life, so it does not really matter. Oh, lock, need to jump in order to get it quicker. First checkpoint. Oh, boop! I'm surprised I actually made that. Okay, make sure to jump quickly. Be careful for the snappers over here. And another face symbol. Another Tawna one. There are going to be other faces to find later on. Dr. Brio and Doctor Cortex will both actually also have face symbols. But those we will not find until later. This snapper is a bit different colored. That one will actually always start snapping. So for that one we need some timing in order to jump. Down here we see some more inactive platforms. And the moment you find those, you already know what time it is. This is going to be another stage we cannot complete 100%. We're not going to get a gem from this stage either. Making the first world quite a bit of a frustration area when it comes to platforming. Actually being forced to skip out on pretty much all of the stages when it comes to fully completing them. Never really a fun thing whenever a developer does that. Actually forcing you to backtrack. This bonus round is going to be one giant bouncing section. There we go, 20 crates in a row. Dr. Cortex is not even going to stay here to celebrate with us. Alright, where were we? Let's continue. Should be around done by now. Yeah, here it is, the end. Missed 3 crates, and even here in the end there are some more colored gem platforms. This stage actually has 2 of them. Interesting. But for now we don't really have to care about them, and that's going to be for next time we go to the stage, the moment we have the colored gem that is actually required. That was stage 5 of World 1. Now we should be able to unlock... No, that's after this stage, the thing I was talking about. First we're going to do something else, namely the first boss of this game. Of course, this game also has bosses. And Papu is going to be the first one. The leader of the native people that we actually saw running around here, you might say. And boss stages actually work a bit different compared to regular stages. As you can already see by the outlining of the sign at the top left, there is no gem to earn in boss stages. Boss stages are only played in order to defeat the boss and nothing more. There's also no time attack in the boss stages, by the way, so that's only going to be for defeating the boss and nothing more. Let's go face Papu. Body blows don't hurt him. And therefore saying we need to do something different. Let's wait for him to wake up. And then we will face him. Ooh, he's going to try to hit us with his stick. And this is how we hit him. The moment he's turned over in order to use his stick, we can actually jump on his back and that will hurt him. Pretty easy boss. Of course, he's the first boss, so what else would you expect? Who is getting angry now? Oh, he's moving faster. Actually got me twice in a row. Nice job, sir, but I'm of course not going to make that mistake again. It's time for you to get knocked out. Victory for Crash. Yeah, let's just leave him here. There's no need to care about him. And now something neat will actually unlock. And not just the next stage, which is a clear reference to a rock band. Let's not talk about that reference. Now, before we start actually going to the next stage, there's something else that actually unlocks on the side path over here. This is something that was added in the Sane Trilogy version. Of course, this was not in the original version. Here we find Coco's time machine. And Coco is indeed Crash's younger sister. Another playable character in the Crash Bandicoot series. She was of course originally introduced in the second game in the series as a character, but in the Sane Trilogy remaster, they actually made Coco a playable character in all 3 of the games, including this first one, before she ever existed officially. And therefore, this is called Coco's Time Machine. We actually go to the future and find a character from a game that does not exist yet. And if you go here, we can actually get Coco in our party and even select her as a character. We can press ZR on the map screen in order to switch to Coco if we want to play as her in this game. Sounds like a very good idea, because I must admit I really like Coco as a character. Well designed character, really fun to play as, even in this first game, where she officially did not exist yet. So now we have the ability to switch between heroes. You can pick the male or female Bandicoot character, you might say. Crash himself or his younger sister. Some of the stages we are forced to play as Crash, but most of the normal stages we can actually select her. So let's do that in Rolling Stones. And the hint will say, unlock a new path by earning the blue gem elsewhere. Thank you, game, for already telling us in the beginning that we don't have to bother looking for all of the crates here. The hint already tells us we are not able to do so. There's going to be a blue gem required before we can. But anyway, let's go initiate Coco's adventure by taking her through the first stage that she is going to play. There's another Tawna symbol. I can remember this is actually going to be the first stage where another face symbol is going to be used. I'm pretty sure that was actually going to be a Doctor Neo symbol. Yeah, here it is. It's actually located off screen. A bit difficult to find, but there's the first Dr. Brio symbol. We're actually looking for 2 bonus rounds in this stage. Even that becomes more complicated from this point on. The stage does not necessarily have 1 bonus round, sometimes it can even have 2. The second one is going to be hidden in this bunch of crates, I'm pretty sure. We need to be careful, because if we activate one of the TNT crates in here, it will blow up everything, and therefore also blow up the Dr. Brio symbol. Need to make sure to get that one first, before the rest blows up. It does not matter if the crates blow up, it will still count as the crate being collected, but we do need the symbol in it. And any crate in the game that will blow up does not give you its contents anymore, so remember that. And that can be a tricky thing to sometimes screw you out of your stuff. Tawna, we have 2 symbols. Brio, we also have 2 symbols. So the next one we're going to find is going to be a bonus round, no matter what. Stage is already starting to make use of narrow ledges, making the jumps a lot more complicated. You definitely already see the increase in difficulty appearing, even here in this first world. Here's number 2. Because I got hit, it's only going to be the second one. Oh, let's quickly get back. Did not time that correctly with Rolling Stones. Let's try that again. Yeah. Here's the Tawna bonus. So of course this crate is going to have number 3. That's apparently the first bonus we're doing. 21 crates in this one. Let's see if we can do this without touching the ground yet again, making it a full bounce. Oh, do need to return for the stuff here. Yeah, that's all of the crates at least. I'll get the remaining stuff that I missed. Hi Tawna, Big Brother is looking for you. Even Coco is not able to save her in the bonus round, of course. However, this is not going to be the only bonus round this time around. There's going to be a second one. We also find the blue gem. At least the platform for the blue gem, I mean. That the hint screen already talked about. Whoa! Narrow ledges, help! Yeah, don't be surprised if that happens more often. Especially later on in the game, when the game really becomes difficult. Then pretty much every single jump in the game is going to be impossible like that. But no matter. Here is the the second bonus round, at least the Dr. Brio bonus round. This one taking place in a cave. And clearly being a lot more difficult. As you can see. Let's try that again. In bonus rounds you can actually not die, so you don't have to worry about losing lives or progress. You can always try again. It's indeed already no longer a secret that the Dr. Brio bonus rounds are a lot more difficult than the Tawna ones. These are already a lot more challenging. All thanks to you, Dr. Brio. Goodbye for now. He's of course Dr. Cortex's assistant. We already saw him in the opening cutscene as well. In case you were wondering who he was again. Well, anyway, because of the blue platform we were not able to take down the lower cave. We are once again not able to get the white gem from this stage. We missed a total of 6 boxes in this stage. Another one we need to return to later. But still, thanks for your help, Coco. Thank you for actually coming from the future to help us in this first Crash Bandicoot game. Next time, another one of my favorite stages in this game. This is going to be the first on-rail stage that we're going to do. However, we are not going to do it in this episode. I can see my time is running out, so... The introduction to on-rail stages in Crash Bandicoot is going to happen in the next episode. We've already reached the end of World 1, as you can see. Only one more stage after this one. We are definitely making progress. Next weekend, we are going to continue with it. Thank you for watching. And I will say, Treecks out.